Yes, Janet, and as you can see behind me, the hentai devil, yes, you heard me right, folks, the hentai devil of all devils has just saved a crying 6-year-old child. It's really a beautiful thing, you know, like a lot of people I know thought when they saw the hentai devil running towards a school bus of young children were very concerned about what was going to take place there, but in a miracle of God, it seems as though the hentai devil has had a good heart here today, so I guess we just really have to be rethinking. I forgot that I was supposed to be holding this microphone. We really have to be rethinking our thoughts on hentai as a medium, and maybe it's more wholesome than we thought. You know I am really thinking that I should check out hentai for the first time and see what all the hubble is about. And we have my correspondent Shmebby Blebby over here has been going around just talking to a bunch of people about their thoughts on this matter. Take it away, Shmebby Blebby.
Yes! Oh my god, the hentai devil! I knew with all my heart that hentai was gonna appear! First of all, to just, you know, piggyback off of what this kid's saying here, no one thought hentai was pure. It's just not evil. Like many things in life, hentai is just a way for us to purge our sinly desires, much like the hentai devil purged that child from the burning bus. Hentai is a neutral medium. There is good and bad, just like there's good and bad in all of us. And I personally could not be more ecstatic. Hold on. That's good shit. I personally could not be more ecstatic that hentai is going to be more accepted into the community. Because, I mean, let's be honest, some people be needing it, you know what I'm saying? You know, my Catholic upbringing always made me think that any type of pornography was bad, but, you know, seeing the hentai devil, well, devils are typically bad, but now I'm very conflicted because seeing a devil of drawn pornography save that child from the burning bus when many others wouldn't do that. It's just, it's really making me think, you know? So, next Sunday I'm going to be just I'm going to do a sermon trying to convince the rest of my church to really start looking into some hentai, you know? I think it might bring us closer to God. Also, I'm going to join Antifa. Dude, I was always a fan of the hentai devil. She's the best. I've been jerking off to hentai for years, man. Finally happened. And finally, the world will understand what it means to jerk off to hentai. It means saving the innocent from something. It's just awesome, man.
Chainsaw Man! Alright, guys, I have a fucking shocking revelation for you. Are you ready? Kobani. I said it right. Ha! Fucking toot the fanfare trumpets, and fuck everyone who got so angry about it. But I suppose in a weird way, you got what you wanted. But honestly, it just took someone commenting, like, the way to pronounce it for it to stick in my head. Like, oh, Kobani. Got it. Sorry about I don't know where the N came from. I always said Konembi. No idea. My brain's broken. Kobani.
Konami.
Speaking of Kobani, she finally got a perfect score in DDR.
Look, so, like, the canon in this channel is Red has been trying for weeks now to get me to do DDR for a skit, and I refuse.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't like dancing. What a bitch.
I'm sorry?
Are you, like, self-conscious about your whiteness?
No.
Well, the joke is that white people can't dance, David.
I know.
Reciprocate. Otherwise, it's just like, why'd you bring up race, Red? That's weird.
Why did you bring up race?
Well, Kobani... Oh, I literally stopped and was like, did I say that right? I keep forgetting. You know when you have to remind yourself that everyone in anime, unless otherwise specified, is Asian?
I had like the Jesus effect there, where like people, like white people, just assume Jesus was white, and you're like, wait a minute, no, he wasn't. Like I was about to be like, Comedy's white, and she's, wait a minute, no, she's not. Actually, have you seen like videos of like Asian like teenagers just fucking destroying DDR? Like actually, like she probably just like. I wouldn't surprise me if she. Oh, no, did she say she hadn't done it before in the other couple chapters?
I think so. Yeah.
No, then perfect, dude. How long has she been here?
That's a good
feel like
question.
she's been doing this nonstop without looking back until now.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I won. I can leave now, right? My imprisonment is over here.
Is that what you wanted? That's so sad, but also cute. I'm gonna try to replicate this at some point. As a date, just like bring my femoid over and be like, dance for me. I'll sit here.
Dance for me.
You think you're fucking leaving until you get a perfect bitch? No.
Oof.
Oh, come on. Don't you oof at an obvious joke.
I know it's a joke, but do our viewers understand the meta humor that goes on in our
Once you
friendships?
oof, it becomes real. Oof is like the one way for us millennials. Like we're so irony poisoned. Like everything's like triple layers of irony. Like we don't know, like I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna jump off that bridge tomorrow. You don't know. Is this real? Huh? Is this a cry for help? You have no idea. But once the oof is real. The oof is the one permeation of like just genuine emotions from millennials.
Yeah. So just to side tangent on that, the layer of irony between my generation and like a few years older than me is so real that I have to go to a fucking meeting in the morning before my shift starts because my manager didn't appreciate the fact that I said that I am here by the will of Adderall and Red Bull.
I mean, you're probably prescribed Adderall, so like they can't get mad at you.
They didn't take my humor lightly though.
Oh, did you fucking tell him to eat rocks?
No, I'm just like, okay, we can talk about this.
Wait, the saying is kick rocks, but eating rocks is funnier.
Yes, it
That's
is.
going to get caught in your digestive system. You might have to piss one out.
Ever pass a kidney stone?
Yeah. Look up the TikTok. There's a TikTok. Did I ever show you the TikToks of that guy that's like ranking the U.S. states by how badly they would hurt being shoved up my pee hole?
Yes, you showed me a few.
Very specific niche, that. Anyway, Chainsaw Man. So I like how he's just sitting there like baby, like in fetal position, just watching. Like he seems sad. Like I don't know. Like it's hard because obviously there's no face, but like body language wise, he just seems like empty, broken. I don't know. Like it just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems totally dead inside.
Ugh.
Like me after working 60 hours.
I mean, like that probably is like. I mean, like that's kind of in a way that's what she did, right? She like just totally broke Denji to the point where like this thing would come out.
Yeah.
I also like confirmed times. Obviously, we haven't seen all of these. We've seen a handful, but like apparently she's been killed 26 times by the Chainsaw Man, which means that some of them must have been like pre-series, like the previous encounters she's had with the Chainsaw Man, because like we've seen maybe like 4 of those.
Yeah, absolutely. So
how many fucking experiences? How many times has she tried this? How many times? Like she's basically the Team Rocket to fucking Chainsaw Man, constantly chasing him.
Please varn me, goddammit!
But she doesn't want to be. It is interesting though. She is kind of like you can tell she's like semi-triggered by the fact that like he won't eat her.
Yeah.
Like it's like she has her plan, obviously, like her main plan of controlling him. But like Plan B, equally appealing to her, is to be eaten. And like, but he won't give her either of that. It reminds me of like in the first arc of Hunter x Hunter, Hisoka. Like gets confronted by this guy that's like about to die, but he's like a warrior and he wants to die a warrior's death. And Hisoka, just to be a fucking asshole, like just dodges all of his hits and lets him bleed out. And he's like, "Why won't you at least just give me an honorable death?" And he's just like, "I don't play with broken toys, my man." So like basically, it's just an ultimate flex. Like Chainsaw Man's just like, "I'm not giving you any of the shit you want." But looks like at the end of this chapter, she might win. Like this is kind of fucking wild. Like. And I'm going to, one last tangent, and then I'm going to hand it over to you here, David. The fact that this author made it seem like for the last, 5 chapters, it's just been like, oh, yeah, there's no winning here. And then, in a span of 1 chapter, any other series would have to take a huge handful of chapters to make this seem believable. But in the span of 1 chapter, we somehow go from, Makima getting her ass fucked Not really, although that'd be fun to watch too.
Yes, it would.
Destroyed. To like all of a sudden, bam, she's on top, and it makes so much sense because these are pre-established rules. Like the core of the series is the fear. How much people fear you is what dictates your power. And by turning him to a hero, which by the way, she's been planting this throughout the whole series too. You remember when Denji was on TV a couple arcs ago, and she was like showing like, oh, I'm trying to get him to be a hero. I'm trying to get the public to accept him. Like this has all been planted.
Yeah, she's masterfully webbed all of this shit so she can have her W. And it's absolutely wild how she's crafted this throughout the 80-some chapters of the series so fucking well that, like, now the Chainsaw Man is technically powerless in a way. Like, he's
yeah, I mean, it depends on how many people still fear him, but I imagine it's quite... Not powerless, because even at the end, she says, like, you know, you still have enough power to at least stop this shot. So, like, I imagine it's just, like, it's like going from, like, Aizen to, like, a vice captain in Bleach. You know what I mean? Like still powerful, but not, like, the god level that it was.
Absolutely. And, like, think for a moment what that means here. Like, we can still technically have that chaos arc we've been talking about now. Because if he's defeated... he resets and goes back to hell. So we could technically have the, like, Chainsaw Man versus, like, the Primordials that people have been touting about, because that would be his way to escape, essentially.
Imagine a flex where this author, thinking it's about to be over, he actually just kind of like resets the series where like Denji and Chainsaw Man go back to hell. They have to like reunite, recombine, fight their way out of hell, and then defeat Makima.
Yeah, I mean
that could be a whole nother like 50 chapters.
I'd be down for it. Like at this point,
and then you could meet every character that's died throughout the series. You could meet them again in hell.
Why the fuck did you kill me?
Wait a minute. Think about that. Oh, interesting.
I just opened up a whole other can of worms.
Maybe not. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Like
Fujimoto, you're free to use that. Just give me like a tenth of the profits, please. I don't want to be a slave for Amazon any longer.
Yeah. If you get a tenth of the profit of Chainsaw Man, I expect to get a tenth of that tenth.
Fair.
That's very fair. A tenth of the profit. That's all I want.
So, like, for my, like, $100, because you know how notoriously underpaid mangaka are.
Yeah.
You get, like, a fucking $10.
They talk about how volume sales is the main thing for them. So, Either way, I had something else to say. What was it? Yeah. Now, as cool as an idea that is, I think I'd still rather it, because generally I like a series to end before getting sick of it. You know, that's just a good rule for any fictional story you're telling, right? Like, end it before you fucking try to start milking it. So honestly, I'd rather it end and then, like, by chapter 100, I'd like to see the series end. Honestly,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, just because we've jumped every show, like we've gotten to the extreme of the extreme at this point. Like, you can't really go past this. So my ideal is like end it by 100. And I wouldn't mind, honestly, if you do a thing where like the bad guy wins, or like a middle ground thing where like maybe, you know, the bad guy doesn't necessarily win, but like the good guy wins, but with like a lot of shit fucked. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of ways I could see this series ending. And the closer we get to like a Makima W here, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, a lot of these could be a potential end here. But the biggest one that I could see is just Makima just destroying Denji. Like, straight up, that's the end. There's Makima victorious with her, like, literal slaves.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down. And like, we still have to consider fucking Kishibe. Like, where's he at? Like, he's still
sitting in the bar, distraught with a bottle of whiskey, like, bartender.
You're like, does he give up, or like, does he continue trying at this point?
Bartender, you don't understand. Yeah. She has 9 million different slaves, all of which she just chains to her like a fucking parasite.
And the chains come from her coochie. It's really weird. I know they're from like her belly button, but like some of the panels, it kind of looks like it's coming out of her vag, right?
Coochie chains, goddammit! Coochie chains.
It's like anal beads. You just pull.
I'm curious.
I mean, it's clearly meant to be like a umbilical cord symbolism here. Like they're all her children in a weird way. Yeah.
Yep. I like how she just refers to the human population as like dogs too.
Yeah, no, that really adds a lot to her character. Like this is kind of like the Doctor Who if Doctor Who was like evil, right? Like sometimes that's
Wait,
the vibe,
isn't that Rick?
Yeah, in a way, but he's actually a human though, whereas Makima is not a human. She's just the control devil, you know.
Yeah.
At least that's how I understand it. I know I've seen some people like, wait, is she a hybrid of the control devil? But like, she's just the control devil, right?
I don't fucking know.
All right, fuck it. That's what I assume. But like, that's the vibe I get a lot from.
I'm gonna be real. Like,
that's the vibe I get a lot from Doctor Who. Is that like, you know, if he wasn't such a nice guy, he has a very similar viewpoint on humans. Like, you guys are cute, and occasionally you do some shit that I like, but mostly I fucking like you're just annoying.
He's not wrong.
I mean, there's a line in one of the 12th Doctor episodes where he talks about how much of a fucking pain in the ass humans are, and then one of the companions asks, okay, well, why do you put up with us? Why do you save us? Why do you do any of that shit? And he's like, well, because occasionally, you know, very occasionally, like one out of the millions and millions, I'll find someone like you, you know, so like occasionally there's one of you that's worthwhile.
I mean, he's not wrong. Humans are shit sometimes.
Yeah. So I mean, that it's interesting that like Makima is like,
look at the direction we've got the human race going in right now.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm actually going to take this line as a confirmation that she's not human because she's speaking to them like that about them like she's not. You know, so like I think she genuinely is just the control devil. And what's interesting about this line is it kind of shows about like why that is her motive, why she has the motive she has, because she does have this plan, like in a weird roundabout way. She wants to make the world better. At least that's her take on it, right? Like a devil's take of what a better world is. I almost think that she looks at this as like doing a favor for humanity. Like, you know what? I like you humans. It would be like buying like a better doghouse for your dogs, right? Like, you know what? You humans are cute sometimes. You deserve better than this. I'll wipe out AIDS for you. Why not?
I'll wipe out Nazis for you. Yeah. I'll wipe out nuclear war.
And that makes her such a fucking interesting character because, like, that. And now it makes so much sense because I remember all the fucking speculating we did about, like, Makima and, like, she seems to want to do good, but she has zero fucking care about the collateral damage on the way. And of course, that makes sense. She's not even a human. This is just like a pet project for her. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, maybe I'll make the world better. Maybe I'll get eaten by Chainsaw Man. Win-win. I don't care. Like it's literally just like a hobby. It's like she's like bored and she just wants something to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's what every living being kind of strives for. You need like a goal. You need something to fucking make your life have meaning.
Yeah. Is it really meaning for her particularly, or is it just something to not die out of the monotony of just sitting there forever on end?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that she's probably just wanted something to do with her life, right?
Yeah.
And like in general, and you know, it comes off as a very Rick and Morty, you have to have a high IQ to understand blah 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 thing to say, but the smarter you are, the more depressed you can be because you just think about life harder than other people. Like some people are content with just like getting up, eating, sleeping, shitting, watching reality TV, and then fucking and then going to sleep. You know what I mean? Like whereas some people like go into this like deep, like what am I here for? You know what I mean? And like I have a feeling that someone like Makima, clearly intelligent, if you compare her to like the other devils, right? Like other devils are a lot more carnal, like yeah, I'm just here to be a devil. She's clearly intelligent, and with that intelligence mixed with probably immortality, it's probably just made her want to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe that's why we're depressed, right? We're just too intelligent for this world.
I mean, a little bit. I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna say it. Like I'm not. Everyone's smart in different ways. Like you know, book smart's different from like, you know, what's the word? What's the word where you're like thinking a lot about like life and morality and like that kind of shit? Like there's a word for it.
I can't think of the word.
Philosophy? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like philosophy, smart. It's just a matter, for me, it's not like a smart or not smart. It's an introspective thing. Like how introspective are you? Are you thinking, like what level are you thinking at? Are you thinking at like very like base level, like get up, eat food, go to job? Or like with me, I'm doing all that shit, but while I'm doing it, I'm like thinking these deep thoughts like, what is life? What is the meaning of anything? What should I be doing? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? I should go to therapy. Like that's the levels of thinking. I feel like some people, they don't have those like extra levels and they just fucking like are content with just base level shit. And that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, in a weird way, like, I mean, you're going to be happier, you know?
Yeah, and more power to you if that's how you function with reality. I definitely am just a little bit more like you, but at the same time, I'm also a little bit book smart. You try to actually utilize your degree and realize how shitty your education really was, and then you're like, oh, right, now I'm trying to run this channel alongside you and Thurman, and then I learned fucking nothing for the $40,000 I paid for my degree.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, I'm just over here like, fuck. While we were filming with Kid Otaku today, like, I just went through this, like, introspective, like, shit, now what am I going to do with my weekends? Because, like, Beastars was my, like, weekend thing. I'm like, oh, right, it's actually over.
Find more series.
Yeah, you see, the issue with that is, like, I lack the motivation to go out and see series. That's why I like the Twitch side of our thing, where, like, you all can recommend shit for me to read, and if I like it, I can pick it up. If I don't like it, I can be like, oh, well, that was the thing that I actually made content out of, too.
Well, anyway, I did want to also give massive props to this author for taking the classic friendship power and completely turning that shit on its head. I love that so much. Like, now that she makes him a fucking hero. It's the complete, literally the complete opposite. I've seen this exact scene play out exactly opposite in other manga, where it's like, we believe in you, you can win. Even in One Piece, like in Dressrosa, everyone's like, you can do it, Lucy. He was going by Lucy in that arc because he couldn't be known as Luffy. Anyway, and like now it's like, it's so interesting to see, like, yeah, Chainsaw Man. They're all watching, they're all getting hyped, and they're actively fucking killing him with their. That's insane.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love seeing tropes like that pulled on their fucking head.
This series be hitting different, bro. Like, this is the point I was making to Kid Otaku in our Beastars video today, which will be out sometime this week, was that, like, I was hoping that Beastars would end in, like, a unique, like, not tropish way. Unfortunately, it kind of did. Whereas Chainsaw Man is that series that, like, it always goes against the tropes. It never, ever does the stereotypical tropey thing. It's always surprising me, and I fucking adore it for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I literally don't understand how this continues to be this mad laddery of we deadass go over here and throw everything on his head and still make this series so fucking beautiful. Because at the end of the day, no matter how little actually comes off as, like, sane and understandable, and let's be real, if fucking Tekking, the analysis guru over here, is like, I don't understand.
Tekking 101, if you don't know what he's talking about, tweeted out, is it normal to not have any fucking idea what's happening in Chainsaw Man? So, fuck you, comment section.
Like, as little as we actively understand, we enjoy the hell out of the ride that we get here.
Oh, yeah.
And every fucking chapter seems to be this masterclass of fuck your trope, I'm going to do it differently. And that's something that's so rare in Shonen Jump. And especially, like, the last gen. This current gen is starting to be like, we're going to do things differently, but they still tend to, like, feel sort of the same. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're never going to be able to totally make shit different. It's a matter of doing similar things in a different way. By the way, I also want to say, while we're on the topic of being smart or stupid with understanding this series, I want to say this is a theory that, like, we talked about this a lot, and it's something that I just mentioned a lot, basically made it my headcanon, and I'm going to take this as a confirmation. On pages 12 to 13, she says, the devil's fear gave you power. I have the humans eating that power now. So remember how, like, my theory as to, like, well, how is the Chainsaw Man so powerful? And it turns out it is because of the devils that fear him.
Yeah.
So that was basically confirmed, and I love that. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, every fucking thing in this series is just, like, if you're not reading it week to week, this is the absolute perfect series to binge, by the way. Like, could you?
But even week to week, it's great. Like, yeah. Just enough happens every chapter to keep my interest. Like, it's always a ride every chapter. Whereas some manga I read a chapter and I'm like, I could have waited like 3 more weeks and binged these. With this, it's like every week's great. Even when it's short, it's fucking great.
Yeah, and like this whole mini arc, whatever you want to call it, has been the definition of short but sweet. Every fucking chapter is like, and I'm done. Fuck. There's still a lot to do. Not a lot to talk about.
Oh, I got plenty to talk about. Like the coochie chains.
The coochie chains. That's why I dropped a like little mini video in our Discord server. Plug. That's what most of this video is turning into now. Plug
because
our collab.
You don't have to do that.
Plug our collab. Plug the Twitch. Plug the fucking Discord. But yeah, like I dropped a little mini video in there and just like fucking like as I understand about 60% of what we read. I legitimately don't know how the fuck Fujimoto is going to continue this at this point, because like there's like everything is essentially wrapped up after this fight. But you know, dead ass, he's gonna fucking go through and be like, yeah, fuck you. I know what y'all are saying. It's not over. It's not over yet. Poof.
It's very possible. I will say though, this chapter I actually understood everything. I had no problem with this chapter. Oh, yeah. In fact, so the Angel Devil being back, I actually went to the wiki and looked up the Angel Devil because the usage 1,000 years. I wanted to remember how her powers worked, and so I looked it up, his power, and I looked it up, and it was like going through all the moves that the Angel Devil had used, and in the series he had used usage 5 years and usage 10 years. That's all he'd ever used. So Makima is using his powers and using usage 1,000 years, right? Mm-hmm. So like the power of this is insane because like just to give you an idea. He used usage 5 years once to kill like some rando, and then he used usage 10 years against Makima. Like remember when Makima he was like, oh fuck, like he realized that Makima was evil.
Yeah.
And then he tried. So that's when he went usage 10 years, tried to attack Makima, and then it didn't work. Right? We never got to see it be used. So for Makima now to be using usage 1,000 years, and you can see it literally opens up like a rip in space time, and there's these like 3 fucking like T-posing creatures. It's insane. Like I love it.
Yeah, you got looks like Future Devil there too.
I think that's just a coincidence. I don't think it's actually Future Devil.
Yeah, it could be. It could not be.
It's just Fujimoto does a lot of like random imagery just to look creepy. Like remember all the astronauts for the Darkness Devil and shit, and the doors.
Oh, I still want to see that animated.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. But yeah, and it's weirdly wholesome to know that like somewhere in the Chainsaw Man still like Chainsaw Man, this fucking insane creature that just got shot to space, came down, murdered like some of the most powerful beings in the world. He's still into the waifus, bro. Like waifus can defeat anything. I want you girls in the audience, I want you to understand the power you hold. Like men will fucking live and die for you. Men will go to wars for you. You don't understand the level that men will simp to. Like wars have been started and ended for the pussy, okay? I just want you to understand. You know it's true.
You're not wrong.
It's sad. Like, I don't condone this behavior, but it's just true.
I don't condone the simpage. Y'all don't understand that we think with our dicks.
Hey. Some of us men are actively. This is why I liked Legoshi as a character from Beastars, because Legoshi was a character who hated his instincts and actively tried to be better than that. That's how I be sometimes. Sometimes you just got to give yourself a good like masturbatory nut so you can get that post-nut clarity. Anytime you're making an important decision, nut first, man. It's very important.
Red 2020.
That's my official platform. Like if before, when I'm the president, before we go into the war room to like plan like fucking preemptive strikes and shit, me and the squad, we all nuttin'. Because you can't be in there all popped up on testosterone and shit, like fucking talking about like nuclear places.
Listen, Iran said we look like shit. Okay, we look like actual piles of shit.
Iran said they're gonna take our big booby milky waifus, and I will not stand for this. Hello? What am I hearing?
It's all bullshit. I have no idea what that is.
Can you turn it off?
Hey Google, stop.
Sounded like a damn ice cream truck was going by.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm gonna be real.
Either way, I just love the importance that Konembi has here. Like, Konembi of all wait, I'm doing it again. Oh, I salvaged it. Kobani. The Kobani of all characters fucking is now, like, responsible for just her beautiful waifu-ness is now responsible for the death of Chainsaw Man. Again, he might reform. Obviously, he can still, but, like, he's clearly weakened. And I love the ending of this chapter. Look at that look of disgust on Makima's face.
Yeah.
Like, and there's just so much there, right? Because, like, it's an interesting bittersweet thing for her because, like, her goal is to do this, but, like, she's almost sad about it. Like with this defeat, she will now be able to control him. Because remember the conditions of her power. Once I feel like you're beneath me, I can control you. So she should be able to control him now. And it's interesting because, like, she's almost disappointed. Like, even though that's what she wanted, you can tell she's like, but I really looked up to you, you know? It's like, fuck. Part of me wanted you to win.
Part of me wanted you to win.
She was torn between, like, winning and getting her goal and getting Vord, bro. Like, it's tough, man. It's so tough being a lady just wanting to be Vord.
You know, sometimes just getting eaten's the answer to everything.
Sometimes you just want your man to eat you out.
Well, or eat you, literally, if you're into that thing.
Final thoughts.
One second. Who's your daddy now? Thank you, Second Amendment Devil. I said I'd say it in the video. There you go. You had to wait till the end of the fucking video.
What? First of all, I know who you're I know that's a guy in our fucking Discord. That is such a good fucking nickname. The Second Amendment Devil. I love that fucking name so much because people are scared of it. They praise it. They're scared of it. They worship it. It's so funny. Oh my god. Can we have like a women's right devil, like a women's rights devil? Because there are definitely some fucking people that are scared of women's having the rights.
The femoids need their rights too.
Feminist devil. Give it
the
to
Karen
me.
Devil, the Karen Devil, the bane of every service employee.
Oh God, yeah. Like, may I talk to your? Dude, do you remember the fucking the Gumball episode where he's like, check your privilege, and it's like exploding? Like that would be the Karen Devil. A Karen Devil would come in like, I need to speak to your manager, and, like blow up the whole building.
So Fujimoto. Again, you know, I know you're watching our videos.
Yeah, doubt.
That's been my headcanon. Like, every fucking time we say the series is ending, he somehow extends it more.
Yeah, everyone.
No,
you know what I want, though? Like, even, like, years and years after this series is done, I want fan arts of, like, a bunch of different, like, it's endless. Anything that people fear can be a devil. And I want to see all of these, like, potential devils. I want to see a bunch of devil OCs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh man, fuck. Just fuck. Oh well, live update from our Discord. Crucifer is saying I'm expecting to see a certain someone's sex dungeon.
Oh, finally gonna see it. Yeah, drag him on down. Yeah, well, I guess the question is now that she is gonna have control over him, you know, assumedly, is she going to start her plan of, like, making him eat certain devils? Like, so does she now take control of him, dive into hell, and then seek out all the devils she wants to get rid of? Like, all right, war devil, where you at? Poverty devil, let's go. Like she's just going to go in and start wiping all this shit out, and then we get to see the ramifications of that? That'll be fucking interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess, like, there's two options to go from here. Like, obviously, like, Denji / Chainsaw Man is absolutely weakened to, like, the utmost extent. Just saved best girl in the whole fucking series. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no, she is, for sure. I say that
also,
as a Rize fan. Kobani is best girl. She has been from the beginning.
Konembi. She will forever be Konembi.
No, you can't say it wrong on purpose. No, it's Kobani. I will not anger them.
I will.
No, but one of the motherfuckers in that comments thread actually had a good point. Like you like feeding the troll. You don't need to feed the troll. You wanted to feed the troll. We could have just fucking ignored it, but no.
But anyway, like, Konembi is absolutely, like, best girl.
Still
he saves her,
Kobani,
like.
bitch.
But anyway, like straight up, like this here, there's two options. There's like the Makima wins, drags the Chainsaw Man to be the next like Vag chain, or I guess Denji in a way gets some action there.
No, it doesn't count. If you're like fucking touching a butt plug that's like halfway out of a butt, you haven't gotten action. Yeah, it's important.
Or like
if you're handcuffed to a naked woman but you do nothing, is that getting action?
I don't know how to respond
to that.
I'll
respond.
Obviously, it's not.
There needs to be at least a little touching. Like I'll even consider like if I just get to do nothing but like boob play, like I'll consider that action. I'm fine. I got action. I'm gonna need to nut when I get home, but like
you have a very low standards, Red.
Yeah, that's what it happens when you have had zero action in your life. I've gotten cuddling and some boob play. It's about the majority of my life. We're working on it though. Just this year, I've finally I've reached a level that I can consider sexy. So we're getting there. Yeah. Aren't I so charming, guys? Like you guys would fuck me, right? Only answer that if you're above 18. Thank you. All right.
Had to put that disclaimer in there.
Yeah.
Fucking
no, like, Ryan Haywood in this motherfucker. Okay, I don't want no grooming fucking shit going on, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Poor anyway. Let's Play. Y'all watch Let's Play? Y'all watch Achievement Hunter? That shit be hurting, man.
Like being a Rooster Teeth fan in general, the last few years has hurt. But
yeah.
like my God, the other fucking option we have here, just trying to salvage after that comment. Is
it feels so much like Sunday right now. I literally thought I was like, fuck, I have to go to bed in an hour and a half. Wait, it's Saturday.
Suck my fucking dick. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Anyway, like straight up, like the other option here is like Denji / Chainsaw Man goes to hell, and we get to see like a whole ass arc of them escaping and trying to fight Makima again.
Yeah, like I said, what I want to see really bad is like Makima, Vag chains him up. They fucking go through the door to hell, and she just starts looking for the devil she wants to get rid of, like War Devil, Poverty Devil. Let's go, and then she just starts doing that, and then basically after that, like yeah, we see a bit of that, and then there could be like a potential escape, or and I do want to throw this out there because like if I call it, I want to be able to say I called it. Now that she's weakened him, will he have the power to eat these devils that she wants him to eat? If she wants to be an absolute mad lad, I mean, she could, like, because now she's temporarily made him a hero. Like, it'd be quite easy to just manipulate the media again. For 5 minutes, everyone's like, yeah, Chainsaw Devil, and then, like, all of a sudden, she just, like, sicks him on, like, a poor, like, fucking pregnant woman walking down the street, and he just, like, absolutely fucking just annihilates her, and just, like, just kidding, he's scary again, everyone be scared of him again. Now that I've controlled him, everyone be scared.
I need all the fear back now
Actually,
that he's under
genuinely,
my...
though, because she has control over him. So all she needs to do is, like, now that she has control over him, go to, like, all those crowds of people that are like, yeah, Chainsaw Man, and then just start massacring all these people. And then, oh, shit, we're scared of him again. He gets his power back. Boom, I got my powerful pet. Like, that's actually might happen, like, straight up.
You never know.
I think that's some, like, high key. That's, like, the most genius prediction I've ever done. I'm pretty convinced of that. I think that'll be because that'd be such a fucking cool scene, right? Like she controls the Chainsaw Devil. She's just walking with the Chainsaw Devil on like a leash, basically, and everyone's like, "Yeah, oh my god, I get to meet the Chainsaw Devil! Sign my tits, Chainsaw Devil!" And then he just like chainsaws off her tits, like, ah!
Yeah, I mean,
like, what's that movie where someone gets shot in the tit, but it was like a fake tit? So then like there's all this the goops coming out, and it's real gross. It traumatized me.
I don't remember.
People, you got to know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, was it one of the Hangover movies? One of the weird sequels? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's
been a lot.
Either way, I just think that'd be interesting. I'm excited for that.
There's definitely a lot to be excited about, and now we got to wait till next Sunday, which is a big sad.
Well, At least it's not One Piece where we get a break every 2 weeks, and at least it's not Hunter x Hunter where we haven't had chapters since 2018. So check your fucking privilege.
And how about you fuck off?
What? Say again?
How about you fuck off?
No. And with that, peace.
Peace.
It's really making me think, you know. So
Oh,
I know.
spare the news reporter, you fucking heathen. I was gonna save that child till the fucking hentai devil came around, but, why, of all things, did hentai take the fucking stage here? I thought jacking off to hentai was bad, but god damn, she got some knockers on her.
Was the hentai devil a woman in your mind? Objectively has no knockers? What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, let me just finish my bit.